to express the kind of intimacy between. The way they kiss you will determine either you are one thing I can change, or if I wish to anyhow, I have the power. Say traveling abroad with your family. Traveling abroad with your family.
Hello, if today is your first time you are watching my YouTube channel, please press the subscribe button, like, comment, share, and turn on your notification bell. Anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first to watch. Thank you. Hello, please can you introduce yourself to our lovely viewers?
Okay. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are watching us from. I am Albert Ochre Kobia. You can call me Glory Ahead. I'm a man of God, a father of four. We are a sales associate in Kuwait, and God has been good. That's what I can say now.
What was your life like Ghana before you moved?
Oh, life in Ghana was very, very good. God in me definitely has blessed me. At the age of, let's say, 23, I was a principal in school, as you said in the other generation. Ghana was a headmaster. Life with a big family of my wife and my kids, and also doing the work of God. Yeah, into one or two, let's say, here and there as the worst comes. But life was good in Ghana. Yeah, I would say the life was good. God, the glory of God was working and it's still working.
Why did you choose to work at Foot Locker?
Why did I choose to work in Foot Locker? I did not. I could say Foot Locker chose me. Yes, in the nutshell, because the way I got the job to work in Foot Locker was not a plan. I had not planned to work in a sales associate because I was a delivery guy, or I was working in a warehouse that I was, let's say, assistant to the driver. What you do in the warehouse, that if you are assistant to the driver, what you do, you are the one who carry the things to the store. Yeah.
Okay.
So one of those days, I had gone to deliver to one of the stores, that's Mother Care, one of our companies. So I needed to go and take their MDR, we call it MDR, or let's say the report that shows that I delivered the goods to them. They have to sign. Fortunately or unfortunately, I missed my way out because I was supposed to, when I chose the elevator, I was supposed to press ground floor. Unfortunately, I pressed M1, which took me to another floor. So I had to come back again. So when I went to the M1, the floor one, I met a friend who used to work with us in the warehouse. So he was working in Foot Locker. But when I met him, was, let's say, having a conversation with the boss. So I just greeted them and I just passed away. Once I was going, I could hear on my back that the boss was asking him if I can work with them. So the guy gave a good testimony because we're very good. He was also an African guy from Sierra Leone. Kenneth, wherever you are, God bless you. So he just called me back and the boss asked me if I can work with them. Fortunately, I had my CV on my phone. So when I pulled out my CV from my phone, the boss was very shocked. And he on that same day, he asked me for an interview. We did the interview on the same day, and he promised me that he would send a message to my warehouse, my managers at the warehouse. And that was it. So Foot Locker, I was now, let's say, sometimes you search for a job, you put in applications and all those. And no, that day was the day that I just met the manager. And by the grace of God, with his mercy, a friend gave a good recommendation about me. And he did the interview, and that's how I came to work with Foot Locker.
Okay. What's your first impression of Kuwait?
Great. You know, honestly, Ghana, I had planned to travel abroad. It has been one of the dreams. My teachers will tell me, my friends will tell you. Like, I could remember one of those days we were having a meeting as teachers. As a headmaster, we were just like, because there was one particular class class 4, that every teacher that teaches or taught in that class, probably by a year or two, that teacher will travel outside.
Okay.
Those teachers have not taken notice of it, but I have studied it and I've taken notice that any teacher that goes to teach in that class 4 class, a year or two, something happens and that person travels outside. Before you know, maybe during vacation, in the vacation, you hear that the person is not, after we come resume, the person has traveled. So I took notice of it. And one of our conversation in the meeting, I told them that I'm going to travel abroad. So I'm going to teach, even though I was not teaching because I headmaster, I don't teach. I'm going to support the teacher who is teaching in that class 4. Because I know what is coming from that class. And all of them are they, yeah, they were yeah. They started mentioning the teachers that have taught in that class that are not here. So I key into that one. I thought I was supporting them with IT. But I told my teachers that no matter what, even if leaving Ghana to go abroad and be a cleaner, I prefer it that one. So, like I had planned. But Kuwait was not in the scene. Yes, in Ghana, not let's not lie to ourselves. Yeah. In Ghana, when you say we are traveling abroad, it's places like the Canada, the US, the Londons, the UKs, and all those things are the things that come. The Germany's are that thing.
Yeah.
Kuwait and the Arab world does not come in. So one of my kids that I taught, or one of my people knew, whenever I stand in front of them, I tell them I'm going to travel. So one of them, he has completed school. So he called me and said that, say, but you told me you will travel. There's one lady I know in this country called Kuwait. If you want to travel, I can give your passport to him. So to her, he can help you. I said, how? So I just send my passport to the guy, my student. And 1 week, the lady called me and said that your visa is ready. So I was shocked because I knew maybe in because I've tried other countries. I know you have to go for interview, you have to do this, your statement and all those things. But just send your passport and everything. So I showed to a friend who was also into this travel and tour business, and he told me that it is real. This is how these people, their kind of way of visa this. So he explained to me the visa type and the rest. So the first time I landed in the land of Kuwait, I knew things have changed. And God has been so good. I came to Kuwait not expecting much from Kuwait, but Kuwait has been good to me.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Kuwait.
what job brought you to Kuwait?
I came to Kuwait. The visa they gave me, in Ghana, they told me we are coming to do coding. So maybe I could remember after I've gotten the visa, I had maybe 3 months to prepare. So the first month I was preparing, learning much about computer things, and even though I know a little, but I wanted to do that. Not knowing when I came back, the code was the word was supposed to be COLD code.
Okay.
Shop. So with this shop, what they do is shisha and also like a kind of tea. Let's say it was like a little like tea shop. But people come here, come to the shop to drink shisha and also those ones. And a child of God, I landed into this one. My second day I landed and I was so devastated because I didn't expect it this kind of job to do. But I took it normal. I
Okay.
prayed to God and I just told God that the reason why you brought me should be. So the job that brought me was shisha. Yeah, I came to do shisha and I was perfect now.
Mr. Abel,
Hello.
what was life before Footlocker?
Great question over there. Life before footlocker. You know, there's a saying that there's nothing that is put on a silver platter for anybody. No matter what, man move from one stage to the another. I told you that the first job that they told me I was coming to do in Ghana, they told me I was coming to do coding, which means we are going to use computers and the rest. So I've learned, I put in much in my computers, and I landed in a shop that we are doing shisha. In this shisha shop, the first day I entered, they took me to the kitchen as a kitchen helper. So I was with Kamal, an Indian guy who was teaching me how to make coffee because the first time was coffee. We call it chai here.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in Ghana, when somebody tells you to stir something, you can stir it from the left, from the right, from the middle, any way you can stir it. The motive is to stir to make the thing to mix.
It's true.
So this guy will give me coffee to stir, and he taught me that I should stir only from the anti-clockwise or the clockwise.
Yeah, it's
But I know I can make from the anti-clockwise, from the left, from the in, everything is there. But when this guy sees me taking any other direction apart from going to this way, he says I have spoiled the thing, and you complain to the manager that I don't know how to make the chai. But the same thing, when the same way, if I sell and I give it to the customer, they are not complaining, they are not saying anything. But this guy is insisting that I should sell it in this way. But I know I can sell it right, left, center, and everything. All that I needed is to make the thing to mix for the customer to give a good taste. And this guy was on my neck on that. In the kitchen, it became too much problems over there because of this kind of stirring issue. So almost a month, they said I should also learn how to make the shisha. And those who smoke shisha knows that definitely if you are making shisha, you have to taste it. Because there's a sound that comes with the brewing of it. And the sound quantity or the quality will determine how the smoke will come. And I don't smoke. So how will I you blending this thing to that one? So I went on my knees one of those days in my the washroom, and I just prayed to God that just give me favor with these customers. So within those months, I was just making it. Sometimes you take it to them and they'll tell you to light it for them or take a first sip just for the smoke to come up. And I tell them I don't smoke. Some of them will get angry, others will not. And it's not okay. And God being so good, in I think the fourth month, they got to know that I can do the shisha, I can do the chai, and I know a little about computers. So God being so good, they gave me only me to go in the morning. Because the morning there was one guy who was doing it, he went for vacation. So they needed somebody to represent him whilst he's on vacation for 1 month. And I went on my first day. I made sales that had not been made before. So when they came and I made, they were even shocked. Before I got to know, I was made, let's say, to take charge. From this shisha shop, I got to know that this is not my place. So I wanted to move to other places like teaching because I'm a teacher. I wrote for most applications and the rest. And the manager, I told him, he said, I know that you will move, but you have to serve me not less than 1 year before I can let you go. After moving from this shisha shop, I wanted to move to teaching job. I went one or two and it was disappointment. So I just said, still I have to move from this shisha shop. And I got one Indian guy. He said, just a warehouse, I have to come there and work there. In this warehouse, that he said that not knowing it's a wedding, the wed as a wedder. I went to this place and I have to learn how to wed as a wed. I have not touched this kind of wedding machine and but I learned it. We were taken to the desert. You have to go there. Sometimes we drive not less than 1.5 hours to that place, coming back and so forth. So I learned how to wed here in Kuwait. And things were not good also at that place. But the guy who worked maybe for 3 months and you pay you 1 month. He has also been that. It's part of the journey here in the land of the Middle East. It's part of it that people work 4 months, 3 months, and they give them 1 month salary. Sometimes they will just give you a token to go and pay your rent, because they know that the Harris will not let you sleep in the room, or something just for let's say food, while they keep the bulk of the money. So I work with this guy and I learned how to make this wedding. So, and God being so good, I met one Ghanaian guy that the Ashaya were doing one of the biggest, let's say, employees companies in Kuwait. They were doing this kind of recruitment. So I went for an interview as Blaze Pizza. American company that do this pizza. So I went there. I got the interview. I got the appointment because I met one Egyptian guy. God being so, the interview tend to become this kind of football match between Egypt and Ghana, where we score them 6-1. So when I mentioned I'm from Ghana, he turned Sikta Wahed. I said Sikta Wahed. Then we started and he said, it's okay, Kalas, I'll give you. And something came up. I got this appointment. We were supposed to start April before I got to know Corona started. Because Corona has started in November. So in April, their about was very intense. So they were laying people out off. So how will they are laying people off? How will they employ you? So the guy called me, the recruiter called me and told me, Albert, unfortunately, we cannot continue with your appointment. Why? Because even people who are in, we are cutting even salaries and even laying people off. That day, I nearly committed suicide because I'm on the sixth floor. I look in the mirror, the window, and I wanted to jump out. But one thing came into my mind that the still voice of God told me that you have left family there, and there are a lot of people who also look up to you. So I said no. I went back. On the same day, I saw an email from the guy, and he gave me opportunity that yes, even though we have cancelled this appointment with you, there's another interview that is coming. But this time, the salary is very, let's say, half of what we gave you last time. But if you want to take it, it's also part of it. That is the warehouse job, warehouse of Ashaya. So I accepted that one. The guy gave me the guidelines how to go for the interview. As the grace of God, I went and they employed me. A salary that was supposed to take like two 250, let's say almost $600, but they sliced to almost $200 and thereabout. But I took it, and God being so good, that was from this warehouse that God connected me to Foot Locker. So work here or finding your food in every place, not even in let's say abroad. It's not like that rosy. Man has to learn. I told you about skills last time. Yeah, every skill that you are learning, everything that you got to know or you are doing, do it very well. I remember during my primary school days, my grandfather that I was staying with was teaching typewriting. Those people who know typewriting, just like now computer. Yes, IT. In the olden days, they learned typewriting, secretaries, yes. So when we come back from school, we're using the typewriting as a game. Who can type very fast? If you type very fast, you are the winner. So as kids, we just put the paper in that we have been typing A, B, whatever. Because every finger, every finger has the word that's attached to it. You know that?
No, I cannot type.
So this one is for A.
I have to come to my lesson.
Yeah, this one is for A. This is for space.
Oh.
So whenever you are typing, your hand is like, so whenever you want to space, this is it on the typewriter. Because the typewriter is the same as the keyboard that we have here.
Yeah.
So this is for the space. This is for F over there. So we type, and this typing skills is one of the things that has made me to stay in this job of let's say Foot Locker. Because in Foot Locker, we have speed. You have to be very fast in the cashier job. In the cashier, you are dealing with computers. You have to be typing numbers and the rest. So if you are not very fast, your customers are lined up. They start complaining. Yeah, that is it.
Thank you. So, can you tell me what was your biggest challenge living and working in Kuwait?
Oh, one of the biggest challenges I would say is the first one was the language.
Okay.
Yeah, we are English speaking country. When you come and meet people who I would say some of them doesn't even want to hear the word English. You are speaking English to him and he or her, and he's telling you Anamafi English, Anamaibi English. So which means cut you short of the boundaries. So actually you have to one way or the other learn the language. So one of the things was the language. And one of the challenges was that leaving family back home, you alone. Yeah. At least we need people around.
Yeah.
But don't deceive yourself. Yeah. You need people around. Sometimes you just need somebody just to disturb you, to make you feel that you are a human being. You are living with a human being. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So one of the challenges that me leaving my family back home and just being alone, and also the language, and also changing straight from you being, let's say, a teacher, and all of a sudden you have to learn another skill, else you cannot survive. Yeah. So you have, like, I, for instance, I have to learn how to make this shisha. Even though I don't smoke, I have to learn how to make it very good for my customers. Else I will not survive. I have to learn how to make coffee and all those stuff. And it was one of those things. So these are some of the challenges I could say that came out on board.
Wow. Mm-hmm. It's not easy.
Yeah, you cannot be it.
How
But
has
God is
work,
in control.
yeah, how has working at a food locker helped you grow personality and professionally?
Good, 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 good. In Foot Locker, I will always say that we sell services, others sell products.
Okay.
Products in the sense that if you come to Foot Locker, we have New Balance, as in sneakers and apparels. We have Adidas, as also we have Nike, we have Puma. Foot Locker is a combination of all the, let's say, the sportswear and everything about these sneakers. We have shops that is specifically Adidas shop. We have Nike shop. We have New Balance shop. But we combine all of them together. So imagine somebody who will leave the New Balance store and come to Foot Locker to buy New Balance. There must be something strange, or there must be something different. And the reason that make people leave the New Balance store to come to Foot Locker to buy or patronize us is that the services that we give to them. Unique professionalism is what we go for. Professionalism in the sense that we feel the customer in us. Yeah, whatever the customer wants should be our needs also for them. We're not just selling things to them, but we just selling services and products that will make them feel okay, so that tomorrow they'll come back. So we don't just push it that because we need money from them. I can give a scenario like we have uh, demands of people and also the amount of money that they are bringing. There are some of our products like 75 KD, or let's say 75, which is equivalent to, let's say, almost 240 or 270 dollars. And also the same amount you can also get, let's say, lesser, let's say $100, also in the same other sneakers. But if you are able to let the customer know that even though they're this kind of cheaper, they're this kind of this one, but this is what you need at this time, that will help you for tomorrow or the next time, that will let the customer come first. So Foot Locker, we develop the skills that you bring. Yes, I was selling, or let's say in Ghana, maybe we have in Kumasi, if you go, we have what you have practice, which means you take from one person, you go and sell to another person. I was doing that one sometime. But in Foot Locker, we let you know that it's not just selling the product, but selling the services, the way you bring the people on board, you let the people feel the thing you are welcome, the thing that they are going to wear, the things that they are wearing, and the things that will bring them back. That is what it means. And they have developed us so much. You have so much in-service training each and every day. We have one app that is called Xanopha, which is every morning there's some kind of training that you have to do, which give you mass and also promote you. There's also training. God being so well, good in my shop or in my let's say place, I'm the training champion. So we train people on products that counts. So every product has its own benefits and its own unique way that makes the customer different from any other one. So Foot Locker has been good to me, honestly.
Has been good to me.
Yeah.
What do you miss most about Ghana?
Uh, uh, Definitely my family. Definitely my family. I miss sometimes if I look at customers, because I meet people on here.
Yeah.
If I see, let's say, a husband, a couples that comes, they are shopping for their family. the way the children are disturbing them, the way the man and the wife is talking to each other, the way the child is even disturbing the father. I miss my kids. Yeah. So I miss Ghana in that aspect. God, that is it. I miss my biggest family, my mom and my dad, and that's my brothers and sisters that are still there. I miss everybody, especially the job that I was doing, the teaching job.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I miss my kids or the Anglican. I miss them so much. I follow them on TikToks and every day I'm just with them. I miss Ghana in this aspect. I miss Ghana in so much.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to Anglican Primary. Shout out to Achumampo New District. You guys were so good. Shout out to everybody. My family back home. Millie, you and the kids, I love you. You know that. My brother, Pastor Seven Boachiado. God bless you, man. Brother man, you know it. Yeah. Erade beye. Erade tias.
Amen. How do you stay in contact with your family back home?
Oh yeah. That has been this. God has been so good to us. We have this kind of technology that every day in day out, yeah, twice a day we are talking, almost every day, twice a day in the morning and the evenings, going out and coming. We have been in contact. In between, we do talk, but twice definitely we talk on the phone. Yeah, and sometimes we go for vacations also. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so that those has been the contact ways.
What cultural differences
Yeah,
between Ghana and Kuwait surprise you most?
okay. So you were asking about the culture shock. Now, I told one of my first one was like when I wanted to greet a woman. Yeah, this lady has been so good to me in the process of me getting released from my company to another company. He has been the one that was just involved. Not he's supposed to be at the she's at the office that I need to send the emails and all those. But this lady was very kind to me. So at the end of the season or the end of the scenario, I wanted to greet her just to show appreciation to that. I stretched forth my hand and she withdrew her hand, even me so. So I was just kind of embarrassed. But the lady was so good and he told me that I cannot greet her. One, because she's a married woman, and two, because she's also a lady. Because here, man only greets the wife only. So I have no option to greet her. It's not about me. If he does that, he can be punished for that. So I was also shocked and explained to me that I should not do that in any. So I was shocked because in Ghana this is not done. Or if I meet my fellow Ghanaian,
Yeah.
we can hug, we can all those about. It was one of those culture shock. And one of those has been also the food. You know, we were seeing these kubos on this Jesus movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once in the Jesus movie, we see people just hearing this thing. And I came to this land, and this is the queens and the king's food. And you know, this food has always been 50 since I came.
Yeah.
So when I saw this food, I thought maybe I could meander and do my own this, but man, no matter who you are, kubus must go. So one of the things that food, yeah, man, culturally you have to change. You have to eat another one. And I got to know also one of the things that people do kisses their forehead and those stuff and those yeah. These kisses I also saw that in here they do it just to express their kind of intimacy between the way they kiss you will determine either you are a brother, a sister, or maybe a son will depend on that one. And all these things I got to know, learned it from here.
Wow. So that's the cultural differences.
Yeah. The shocks, yeah.
What advice will you give to other Ghanaians who want to work in abroad?
Yes. You know, they say travel and see.
Yeah.
Once you travel, you see the differences between you and other people. And God has been so good to us, those of us who have been able to travel abroad. Most especially those of us who came to this part of this world. This part of this world, I'm not saying in any other, this part of this world that is, you are cut short, one language and everything is cut, culture and everything is cut short completely. All these things that we are seeing now, we're seeing them in the movie. Yes. So if you want to travel abroad, wherever you want to go, I will first of all tell you, learn a skill. Learn a skill. Any skill that you find yourself doing, learn it very, very, very well. Two, have a driving license. Yes, you might be going for it as a driver or not a driver, but you should have your driving license with you. If you have these two, for me, it is okay. If you are traveling abroad, training abroad, a skill and a driving license with you is can carry you along. And also remember that you will not get it as in home. They say home sweet home, not just the home sweet home. The home sweet home because everything in the home is good. Everything in the home treats you as a member of the home. As you travel abroad, one, you have to remember that somebody will cheat you. Most especially those things, those people that you don't expect.
Yeah.
They will be the one that will even give you for the cheaters to cheat you. So have it in your mind that for me, when I came, first said my first 3 years is just like anything goes. Just learning, just looking at how things are going, just trying to put my feet on the ground. Have that in mind. And two, other ones I can also add that don't expect everything to be for you. Don't expect too much from people when you travel abroad. As you get in Ghana or wherever you are, don't expect it to be like what you get it abroad. Because if you expect too much from people from abroad, you'll be this big disappointed. Because they themselves that you want from them, they also need something. Depression, anxiety, frustration has caught everybody abroad. Don't deceive yourself. For everybody outside wants more than she or she is having. And if that thing come into mind of human beings, we tend to be frustrated in life. So as you travel abroad, have this thing in mind that I will not leave my job and come and visit you. As in Ghana, I can call you, the two of us, we can come and sit here, or maybe after church we are going here. No. Abroad, the church is time. You see people at the church room, they are moving outside straight to their workplaces. In Ghana, after Sunday service, everybody's going home, maybe for fufu or whatever, banku and the rest. But abroad will not give you that. So don't expect more from people in abroad. I would say that one of the advice.
What are your future goals? Do you plan to stay in Kuwait or return to Ghana one day?
Definitely, everybody will go home. Yeah, this is not our home.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the future plans will not be going back home, Ghana straight out. I, I'm praying to God with His will and His power and His purpose that we move to another country
Yeah.
from far richer and far bigger opportunities. And also, I want to school. I want to expand my knowledge also, not joining in only the degree. I want to have masters and also maybe PhD and the rest, more especially in education. Yeah, I don't want to abandon I could say my calling for
Okay.
teaching. So I want to further education and all those stuff. So we are planning, and God being so good, things is working, and God will be good. So the future plans has been, and also to bring my family back with me, to stay with a place that I can have my family with me. Because within living without them has not been good and has not been nice to me. So I want to have this one, and also the future I want to continue on this work of God, the ministry work, yeah, to spread the kingdom. The, the Great Commission has to move, and it has to move with people.
Okay.
So, as children of God, wherever we dwell, we have to spread the word of God. So, future, I still want to serve God, serve Him more, give Him more than I am giving now.
Okay.
Yeah, that has been the
So
future plan.
will I say that your future goals are teaching?
Yeah, definitely I want to teach.
Okay.
Teach both in the ministry,
Yeah.
both also in institutions where there's teaching opportunities. I want to really, really one
Which
of the
Bible verses will you read for us?
Bible verse I want to leave for us.
Mm.
One of my best one has been Psalm 23 is one of my best.
Okay.
Psalm 71 is one of the things that I'm also looking at. John 15 is one of, mostly I look at all of them. Psalm 91 is one of my best. And I would say my last one, which one I hold on to, Isaiah 54 verse 17 said that though they gather,
Yeah.
but if it's not of God, definitely it will come down.
Mm. I see. What have you learned about yourself since moving abroad?
What have I learned about myself I can say that since I moved out, I could say I had so many in me that I was not using them.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, because in Ghana I was just stick to teaching, teaching, teaching. But when I move abroad, now I can wed. I can be a welder. Now I can make coffee. Now I can make shisha.
Yeah.
Wherever I could say that in abroad or abroad had taught me that wherever man puts me, God gave me the grace to excel over there.
Yeah.
Yes. Because in delivering, I was delivered as a delivery dog. You see, me offloading boxes, maybe 650 one day boxes, not boxes like this kind of boxes. Cartoon that comes, yes, like this one, offloading the one person, offloading them, and also bringing this kind of strength. If in Ghana, I was reluctant to do that one. But abroad has taught me that there's a lot in me that I'm not using them.
Wow. What does a typical work at a food locker look like?
Typical work in Foot Locker. I would say it's just this and this, up and down. Typical
Alright.
work day as a sales associate, as a visual merchandiser, what I do is like fixing the place to let the place look good for my customers to come. And when I switch to my sales, it has been attending to customers. Attending to customers here in the Foot Locker jurisdiction means that bringing on board the needs of the customer and solving their problem. Solving their problem in the that said that somebody comes with the issue that I want a shoe for walking. If we say that, it becomes typically awkward. No? Shoe for walking. Every shoe is for walking. No? But when you come to Foot Locker, we have a shoe which is for walking. We have a shoe which is for running. We
Oh,
have a shoe which is for football.
okay.
Yeah. We have a shoe which is for jogging.
I don't know about
Yeah.
this.
So in the typical, if somebody just asks you, I want a shoe for walking, you come you use no shoe is for flying. Every shoe is for walking. Yeah. But there's specific shoes that can be used for maybe 8 hours walking. Let's say 4 hours walking. Typical example, like if you take Samba from Adidas, typically 4 hours for walking is okay. After 4 hours of you have pain, which is not good for you. So if I want to use a shoe for let's say all day walking, I can go for New Balance 530, New Balance 740, good for all P6000s. They are there. If I want a shoe for running, New Balance, I can go for New Balance 1080. These are the problems that my customers are bringing to me that I have to solve them. Yeah. And dealing with them, then we come to the typical day of the Arab man or the typical day of customer. In Ghana, if somebody comes, let's say, if I sell sneakers and somebody comes and he says that I want a shoe. Normally I give the shoe to him. But here you meet a man of good age, let's say my age, in his 40s or his 30s, and he tell you that I want a shoe without lace. Why? Because I don't know how to lace shoes. How? You seen that before?
No.
Yeah. You meet them.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is the time that you have to lace his shoe for him.
Is the person a baby?
I'm talking about man, and you are saying, baby, Saraphine, be here with me. So this is the time you treat him or her as your baby, as you said, baby. So you have to learn lace his or her shoe for her. And sometimes this is the time also we come to culture differences. Because in Ghana, if I'm serving you as Sarafina, as I'm touching you, it's not quite okay. Yeah. It's normal, yeah. But in here, if I'm giving a shoe to a lady, I'm not supposed to give it direct to him, so to her. Why? Because if you remember, I told you I'm not supposed to greet her. So there must be no touch between any kind of touching between the two of us. So instances like if the person comes with her husband, I have to open the shoe, give to the husband, and the husband have to give to the wife. If the husband is standing there, war betides me. It can be, if he's gentle, it's okay. If he's learned or he knows some cultural differences, it's okay. But a typical Arab man don't give a shoe to the wife when he is standing there. It's awkward. To him, he should be the one, give the shoe to him, he will give it to the wife. If the lady came without the husband, the best thing is that we have some chairs or we have some podium. We can just remove it and give it to her. Or first you have to say, sorry, madam, can I help? If he gave you the options or the go ahead, you can just do that one. So these are some kind of, let's say, the typical day. And the typical days has been running in and out with these customers going for their shoes, bringing their apparels, and sometimes these things and that is has been there. So the typical day is 7 services and that
Travel and see.
one.
If you could change one thing about your journey, what would that be and
Wow.
why?
Yeah. One thing I can change, or if I wish to anyhow, I have the power. I'll say traveling abroad with your family. Traveling abroad with your family. Family is everything to me. I don't know about other people, but family is everything to me. Why we travel here? If it were to be only me, the food that I'll eat, where I'll put my head. When I became a headmaster, I had a bungalow. As a headmaster bungalow, I was not paying it. Only the light bill that I'll pay. I was not paying rent. But that is not the future of me. I needed to have a family, and once I have family, responsibilities will come. So once responsibility come, we need to more money, more resources. So once we travel abroad, one thing that if the God give me the grace and I want to be with my family. Yeah. And one of the things that I want to also, if I have the power in my life, that God will give me the grace to continue with His work. Yeah. Because I feel much fulfilled. I don't know. I feel much complete in the presence of God, especially when believers we meet together. I feel much fulfilled than any other meetings that I have had.
What advice would you give to, let me say, Africa in general, living in Kuwait, that maybe they are doing some things that are not good, or they think this place look like African, is it continent or country? What advice will you give to such people, or we that are living here? What are things that we should
Generally,
do
Generally,
is here.
generally, I will tell you that when you go to Rome, you do what the Romans do. Yeah. If you come to the Arab, do the what the Arab man wants. Or here is just a passage for you. This is not your country. And everywhere that they want the place to continue, there must be rules and regulations.
Yeah.
If you don't want it to continue, leave everybody. Let everybody do anything. If everybody does what she or she wants, there will be no continuation.
Exactly.
But if there's rules and regulations, then there's continuation. So if you come to this Arab world that we are in, especially in the land of Kuwait, there are rules and regulations that they have laid down. Especially you should be a legal citizen. You should have your civil ID as we have it. Here, your residency permit. So do everything that will let you have your residency permit. I remember a friend gave me advice when in the quest to find job. He told me that Joseph, wherever you are, God bless you. Is now in a jelly now. He told me that it is better to have a job that they pay you monthly $300 than a job that they will promise to pay you $1,000 without a residency or permit. And I was not. I was thinking he was. Yeah, I didn't understand. But then time this guy, the Indian guy, had promised to pay me much. But looking at the way he was working with me, if I don't take care, my civil ID of non-residency will expire and he cannot renew it for me. So I needed to switch on to that advice. So the advice I can give to each and every one of us as citizens, as brothers and sisters, that try and maintain your residency very good. People say, oh, forget about it. Yes, most especially sometimes we see people who do not have residency and the amount that they are earning is more than the people that have residency. I have so much example that I can. But we ask ourselves, those people, if they get more money, if they want to send it home, how do they send it?
Pass through you
They have, they have to come back to those people with lesser or let's say salary or whatever that have permit. Because if you go to the bank or the place that they transfer money, the first thing that they ask for, where is your civil ID? So without this ID, you can pack thousands of KDs here and they cannot go anywhere. You can only spend it here. And here is not the reason why you came. Those people out there is the reason why you came here. So try and be in law. Let the law be in you. Yeah. Do the things that they want. Especially here, we don't. It's abomination. Smoking of cigarettes is okay, but other things, smoking, those things, be in law. Let your work be your friend. Then friend also Jesus with you. And that's all.
It was wonderful having you. Thank you so much.
The Lord is our strength. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you.
You are blessed.
All right. I want to say a very big thanks to everyone that have been supporting my journey. I say God bless you. If there is something I'll say to you guys, I say no to my lovely family, my lovely viewers. I said keep winning
Believe
and
in your
keep
craft.
motivated all the
Watch
time.
the world respond.
Saraphina SLTV
This
to
is
the
your
world, and
moment.
thank you so
Your
much for
platform, your
watching.
bond. I'm Saraphina SLTV. Straight to the world. Stay motivated.